light. A little spark, a simple start, turned into a work of art. Poster schedules, changing fast. This new rhythm's built to last. One by one, they joined along. A growing vibe, a louder song, helping streamers find their way, turning Sundays into rays. Ride the Sunday fun day train, feel the energy, no complaints. Passing torches, shining bright, streaming kindness, spreading light. Deadpool searching far and wide, new creators side by side, lifting dreamers, helping all. Watch the small ones start to stand tall. And when the night begins to fall, Chris takes over, hear the call. Another Sunday, hearts remain till next week. We ride again. Spreading light. It started out just you and me, streaming life so wild and free. Jackbox laughs, we played all night. Then a raid, we passed the light. One by one, they joined along. A growing vibe, a louder song, spreading love across the streams, lifting others, chasing dreams. Ride the Sunday fun day train, feel the energy, no complaints. Passing torches, shining bright, streaming kindness, spreading
You
light.
got one foot in, but not right. Now we have a wedgie.
A little spark, a simple start, turned into
I have a
a
wedgie.
work of art. Poster schedules, changing fast. This new
Okay, I'm in.
rhythm's built to last.
Floating into a
One
tree.
by one, they joined along. A growing vibe, a louder song, helping streamers find their way, turning Sundays into rays. Ride the Sunday fun day train, feel the energy, no complaints. Passing torches, shining bright, streaming kindness.
In the mists. Okay, we will try the Shocks mic and see if that's good. If it's not good, let me know and we'll switch to another one. Hello, Tiny Irish Viking. It's been a minute. Of course, Allie knew what was coming, and she's sitting here. Kenny's babysitting the puppy. I think I have. Hello, Jess. I think I have the treat redeem off. It's been what, 3 weeks and a couple of days. So I'll bring her over here into the camera view. There. Go have a treat. I've noticed a lot of our friends have not been on for quite a few weeks. And I know I've been having a rough time. Good job, Deadpool first. With the demise of the Sunday Funday raid train and then the arrival of the puppy in my life, which we had a trainer come out a week ago, and she is acting like an amazing part of our family now and learning good habits. So that's good. Kenny had some issues last week, and my husband got phone calls at his work on his private line. He got us somehow doxxed. So we've been dealing with talking to the person that made threats. Everything is okay. We lived through a swatting 3 years ago, so I spent the day on the phone with the sheriff's department here to make sure they knew something was going on and to make sure that nobody came and did anything weird. Um, so the internet's been taken away from him. So um, what happens when he has no technology is that he then comes to hang out with me to get attention and dopamine hits. And so this weekend was tough, and then this morning started out tough, and we talked, and I said, I haven't been able to stream in 3 weeks. It might be nice if I could stream. And he's out there watching her and has been watching her for about an hour while I kind of went through my office to try and fix stuff because it's been a while since I've been in here. So that's good. I'm hoping that this will be a turning point for that child, and he can start turning back into a tiny good human. Yeah, and I thought, even if I don't stream for a long time, I should do it because it needs to be done. So I got my water and I got my camera on, and it seems like things aren't as broken as I thought maybe they would be. Hello, Life. I saw you lurking earlier. It's good to see you. Wait a minute. Just Jess. Something's not right. I must fix something. I thought I did this already, but okay. It should be fixed. No, it's a good thing that it's supposed to be fixed. I don't make like some big deal out of the VIP badges because it just makes my brain go weird. But there's certain people on Twitch that make my heart really happy when I see them. So that's what decides a VIP badge for me. I noticed that, Jess, because I went kind of looking to see how you were doing and if you were around still. And yeah, you have one too, Life, because when I see your name anywhere on Twitch, it makes me happy. Therefore, you get to have one when you're in here. Yeah, we are all on break from streaming. Um, I know I missed it. I know, Life, you said something here earlier about coming into summer months, people that can go out of doors. Yes, yeah, that's very true. Um, I know at the end of last year I was on a lot. Of course, I didn't have a puppy, and um, and I was, able to do more things online. So it's kind of nice. You forgot, Sassy, I love you. So, and yeah, with the new puppy, if I don't give her my full attention, things can go awry really quickly, and she thinks that running off with my yarn is really fun, and so that was one of the things I needed to fix. And it turns out that fixing a puppy is super easy. Um, I can show you really quick. It's 5 things. I hope that's not too washed out. I know this light gets to be a little bit much. And then that light's a little bit much. There, I'll just make it go kind of. Things like when you're feeding the puppy, you have them wait. You eat first, make sure that they see you, even if you're fake eating. Yeah, especially Aussie puppies. But you know what? She caught on like that because she's an Aussie puppy. Um, Things like if she's nipping at me, my wounds are healing because if she nips at me, she goes straight into her playpen and you don't say a word to them. Put them in her pen and then I let her sit for about a minute and then if I go to get her out and she jumps up on the door, I turn my back to her. I don't say anything. Don't say anything. And then she sits. And then I turn around to open the gate. If she starts to jump, I turn back around again, wait for her to calm down. That has changed everything for her. When they approach you, you don't pet them. If they approach you with the toy, you don't grab the toy and start playing with them. Gently push them away and then hang out and then call them over. And when you're in charge of them coming to you for attention, then it makes your attention more valuable to them. It's not them running the show, it's you running the show. And it takes very little words. And I'm telling you, this guy, he came over and within 3 hours, this was a different dog. Absolutely different dog. Um, for barking and stuff, that was kind of like, just tell them thank you and then go look and let them know that you're still in charge of keeping things safe and whatnot. So we're also doing this with Allie, and she's 7 now, so she's kind of used to running the show for me. So we'll see how that all goes. Um, but yeah, so I got new crochet hooks. I know not a lot of you in here are crafters, but these are furls and they're all pretty colors. They have different series of hooks. So I got one size from like each different series they had. I picked out one size from each of them because I didn't want an entire series of the same because that's silly for my brain. So yeah, I'm just waiting on one more size to come and then things will be complete. And of course, it's the size I need to be working on Sassy's thing. You know what I haven't done is I haven't shown a picture. Let me grab the photo really quick. And I do need to find the actual hook that I need to use on this because it's gone again and it's one of the dark colored furls that I was using, but I'll just use one of my regular hooks because that's totally fine. And it was a 5. Okay. But let me grab the picture really quick of what we're making for Sassy because she gotta go to messages and go find my Sassy friend. And then let me save this photo and then I will add it to OBS. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. So we're going to add an image. And find the file, which I on purpose named Sassy. So hopefully that worked. But I'm not sure where it downloaded to. I think it's looking for it in a different format. So let's try saving that again and saving it in a JPEG. And then let me just look where it's going. Okay, it's going to personal desktop. Okay. Let's just go straight to desktop and look for it. And there it is. Okay. And it does have the pricing on it, which is not too big a deal. Actually, I remember how to do this. Oh, I remembered how to do this. And I only need one photo. There we go. And let me put that up there, and then you guys can see what we're working on for Sass. There we go. So Sassy came to me and she was like, I really kind of want this. And I looked at the pattern and it made my brain go, yes, I would like to do that. Those are the things that are broken, Deadpool. Those things haven't been fixed since my birthday at the end of March. We got the puppy 3 days after my birthday. So a lot of things got taken off of Stream Elements and put over onto Firebot. And then I forgot that a lot of times I'm streaming from the kayak, or I'll be walking the dogs a bunch pretty soon. And then I'm like, well, wait, then I'm going to need Stream Elements to be functional. So I got to do some things. Yep, everything happens. My goodness. Let me just look really. You used to crochet, Jess. I think I might have known that, but your ADHD doesn't let you finish anything. Yeah, that would be a problem. Um, what happens with me is I get 3 different things going, maybe 4, and then I just get like waylaid and I end up all over the place, and then I have unfinished stuff going on. So what I've done, because I saw that happening a couple of weeks ago, is I took and I said, okay, I have 2 skeins left on my blanket. I cannot work on anything else until that blanket's done. So that's what I did. I went in and I'm like, I'm just gonna finish it. So yeah, there's so many things. Yeah. So I got that done. And now I'm sleeping under my blanket and life is good. And then I do have a thing started for me that's like a mandala kind of overthrow. It's not really a sweater. Not really sure what to call it. But I've got one of those in the works, but I know that's going to take a while. So I thought I wanted to at least get started on this and see if it was something I could accomplish. And the pattern is easy, and you just do the pattern for each of the different leaves. It's the same pattern, just different increases and whatnot. So these are like the little accent wings that will kind of peek out in the back uh, behind the bigger leaves that will create the shawl. Basically, it's the shawl that's going to go around our Sassy. So it's been an adventure trying to read this lady's patterns. The way she does things is a little bit different, and she has a different one for the bottom half of it where you're doing increases, and then she changes to top, which is this part where it's decreasing. And then to do different sizes for whoever it's for, you do a few more increases to get to the right size measured across the front of your chest from armpit to armpit. And so we got there, and now we're starting on the decreases. So that's where we're at. But that meant I had to do some of my own math and write in some of my own rows. And that's where I'm at right now, is the back loop onlys, and I'll have a total of 79 stitches at the end. So now that I've got this figured out, it's been pretty easy going. And I have this. I have 2 more leaves to do after this one, and they'll be smaller than this one. Now, I will say, Sass, she writes in her pattern to do back loop only on this side to create that little bit of texture. But then on the other side, she doesn't say back loop only. But I'm pretty sure she meant to say back loop only. So it's back loop only on this side, but not on this side. And then just to give it, in nature, things are different. So I've started doing a little bit of back loop only and then regular to just sort of throw in a little extra texture over on this side. And then I'll do the side panels with back loop only on both sides. But I was like, I'm not starting this whole leaf all over again because you really cannot tell too badly. And then this one's going to be all the way on the back. So I am praying that that is okay with you. Yeah, and I know she had the pattern tested. She's got some cool pictures of people that have done this pattern to make sure that it was written so people could follow it. It is advanced beginner, so it should be Kill the yip yips. Hi, Fex, honey. How are you? Just for that, I'm gonna do a drop. I'm gonna do a drop with a yip yip, and you better pray that when you play the drop game, you better pray that you don't win because I'm gonna be sending you a yip yip. Where's my running up yip? Do I have? That's weird. Where's my running up yip? Oh, that's my freak. Oh, I have forgotten how to Twitch. There it is. There we go. I know Deadpool's like, where's Deadpool been? Deadpool's been really busy with stuff too. Um, I'll let him say what he's been doing if he feels like sharing. I absolutely adore Reg's emotes. You know, Allie, if you would sit on the beautiful red rug or white rug there, people would be able to see your pretty face. She's being shy. Actually, she thinks she's going to get another treat. So tomorrow, I may try and stream Mario Kart. It is the weekly Mario Kart at 3:30, and it's showing on my schedule page. Sometimes I stream it, sometimes I don't. Hello, Taj, how are you? And that's with Kate Crochet and Miss Cubist TV and Miss Honey Bunny and Sassy and creatively Emma. And so there's a standing date on Tuesdays to play Mario Kart 8. People are welcome to join in. Sometimes my nephew down south joins in. It is 18 plus because there's two Aussies racing, and then they're Aussies. So, and then of course, I can get a little riled up too when gaming. So it's just 18 plus to make things safe. Hey, Debbie, my fellow kayak streamer. I cannot wait for my other hook to come so that I can do this with my furls. I'll show these again because I can. These are my beautiful new furls crochet hooks. Look at how gorgeous these things are. Oh my goodness. So I'm just waiting on the size 5, which is the size that I am using to make Sassy's, they call it a capelet, and then with a hood, a forest capelet. So it will look like leaves draping across her. It's going to be so cool. And if you can hear noise in the background, it would be the Mocos because I'm watching them. I knew you would love those. Uh, I've been wanting to get those hooks for a couple of years. Make a Batman cowl. I've been wanting to get those hooks for a really long time, and I figure I've been crocheting for 2 years now, and I am obviously not going to stop. So I figured it was safe to go ahead and hubby had gotten me a set of the furls that are like the dark wood, and it was really difficult to read the sizes and such. So those might be getting gifted to a certain someone in my IRL life when I see them. She's not in here, so it's my granddaughter. She's probably going to inherit those. Um, and of course, hubby said it was fine to gift those to her. And then he was like, go get the ones that you actually want. I'm like, it's really best to not get things for crafters. Let them, give them the gift certificate or the go ahead to go order them. But I didn't even think of it. The beautiful wood ones, they're just dark. So trying to crochet with them is a little challenging. I will get one out so that you can see it. So these are the beautiful wood ones that Furls makes. And what I actually did, because you couldn't even read the sizes on them, and so I took some of my, oh, my nails look terrible. I'm so sorry. Anyways, I took some of my gel paint and I kind of put it down into the little grooves where their sizes were and then wiped it so that all that was left was just the paint inside and then cured it under the light. And that's the only way I've been able to see what size the hooks are. So that was challenging to say the least. Also, since I have the one eye that doesn't work so great. They're, I know, and they are beautiful to pet. They're so wonderful. But these really super dark ones are they're just hard to use. So those are on the list of things to pack and take with us on the trip that we do every year to go see our family. And Debbie, I have a question for you because I know you're doing your sunrise kayaks at about 2 a.m. my time. If you don't mind saying, what part of the world are you in? I'm going to guess you're across the pond. I'm so excited for our family trip too because Miss Cubis TV will be getting on a bus and she will be heading down for 5 days of that vacation. And so there will be guitar streams from Miss Cubis TV at the beach bonfires, probably at camp bonfires. I will hopefully by then know how to play my ukulele that I got. So that could be kind of fun, but we're going to stream. Oh, oh, so at 2, oh God, see, my brain's trying to math. At 2 for me, it's 5 for you, so the sun is just coming up. Okay, yeah, because the puppy wakes up around 5:30. I have the blinds pulled as tight as I can to keep light out of the bedroom so that I can get some extra sleep. So you are, wow, you're kayaking really early. That's really good for wind, isn't it? Because usually the wind is fairly calm in the mornings. Yeah, I wondered because I'm like, I'm not hearing an English accent. So that's good that we're not too many hours apart then. I like that. You must live pretty close to the water if you're able to jump out and just get on your kayak and go. For me, going kayaking is an ordeal. We have to load up kayaks and we have to drive a good 40 minutes.
Around 2 or 3, like 4 hours or something, and we go to the store and want to get some stuff. I want to get the hamburger because Dan couldn't get it.
Uh-huh.
And I want to get stuff for since we have fettuccine. I don't know if we have other stuff for the thing that I like.
So that's Kenny worried about dinner. I have all the things, honey. The lake is a 1 mile drive. Nice. Yeah, that's the nice thing about those particular kayaks is you can kind of throw and go. And yep, I'm over on the west coast. So I'm 3 hours from the ocean ish. If I'm not towing a trailer, it's 3 hours to get to the ocean. Um, Here we have our lake that's about a 20, 30, 35-minute drive, I believe. So,
What time are the cats?
the cats are at 2.
Okay.
Kenny's worried about, yeah, he needs to behave. And that was scary on Friday. For those of you that have just gotten here that didn't hear, my husband got a call from an internet person that was upset with my son and things he was doing online. And we were like, okay, so the kid got us doxxed. What kind of threat is this? Because he got someone mad at him 3 years ago and we had a swatting incident. with the entire SWAT team from our county. Unfortunately, up at our house we had just moved away from, so our buyers were the ones held at gunpoint for an hour by the entire SWAT team. So Friday was extremely stressful, and he has now been taken. There's no internet in his life at all. He now has a track phone, flip phone, so that he can communicate with us, and that's it. So now, oh yeah, we're okay. The guy that somehow got my husband's number just kept calling and calling and calling after he left a message, and Jeff finally answered because he's at work. He's in charge of this huge project and a lot of safety for guys hanging off of dams and stuff. So he finally was able to answer, and I was able to talk to him. And so through talking with him, we still made a report to the sheriff and whatnot, just so that they would know. And then I introduced myself as, I'm the one that you guys were swatting 3 years ago, and I'm trying to prevent that from happening again. We are supposedly on a list. That means that they cannot, or that they won't swat us without extra information because they know we live with a special needs child. So we're thankful for that at least. But yeah, so Friday was a thing. But so now that he has no technology, he's now in the house all the time. So I had to lay down some ground rules for him today. And then he agreed to watch the puppy so that I could stream, because I told him, I said, it's been 3 weeks since I've been able to stream. And the only reason I was able to stream through 3 weeks ago is because I was in a kayak out in the ocean and nobody could tell me I couldn't. Hey, Bunny, how are you, hun? Kenny's making it possible for me to stream today for a little bit. Not bad. We've been on for half an hour and things don't seem to be too broken. Yeah, no more technology for him. And this time it's done. And we're looking into, his life coach came over and we discussed things that we can do that are more constructive. And so we're looking into the adult daycare program, and they would come pick him up in the morning and bring him home in the afternoon. And then he could be around IRL people. So that is, that will be his new life. And we are, oops, that is not quite where it's supposed to be. We are looking into a group home situation for him, because I'm tired. And I think it would be good for him also to be able to spread his wings a little bit, but with supervision. He is 23, but his psychological age is more like 14, maybe younger. Not real sure. He hasn't been evaluated in a while. But for those that don't know, he is adopted. I also adopted his 2 half siblings, and then another daughter is adopted as well. So we had 2 boys and 2 girls. And then I have 2 grown foster daughters that are now 40 this year. Holy cow. That's just crazy talk to me. Time goes fast. As soon as you start getting older, time just seems to start flying. I like these rows where I don't have to count and I don't have to do increases or decreases. I'm just adding a stitch to the top of everything I did in the row below. So the next row will be, I'm going to have to concentrate and count. So we'll see how I do with that. Now I know a bunch of us have been not able to stream lately due to vacations or illness, or vacation and illness coming after the vacation. I know some of my nighttime streamers that I enjoyed spending time with. I haven't been able to get over there and do much. And life knows I'm talking about Jane, Jangel Music, my number one gal. And I tried so hard to be in her stream the other night, and I could not keep my eyes open. I tried and I tried and I tried, and it just wasn't happening. Okay, now it's the flipping time. So yeah, with this puppy getting me up at 5:30 in the morning, it's by 8:30 I'm done. I, right? It took forever to get to the weekend. It took forever to get um, to be 16 so you could drive. It took forever to be 18 so you could have a little more freedom. Cool. So you've got a couple of kids around the same age as mine. Um, I love my olders. They're awesome kids. It does seem like the older I get, the faster it seems to be going. It's almost like it does this ramp up because I'm like, okay, it was January 2 seconds ago. Now we're almost at the end of, yeah, we're what, 2/3 of the way into May. Wow. So any of you guys have cool plans for summer? Any good vacations going? Oh, there was a reminder of something I get to do today. Let's see. Okay. So when doing the decreases, we do the singles first and then a decrease. Okay. And I have to do 11. So let's see if I can count to 11. And if anybody has any cool plans to share with us, let me know. And these are not back loop, these are in the front. Okay. So that chain 3 counts as a stitch. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I did it! Awesome. You thought you had so much time in January. She said, I never learn, right? Now we're cramming because we start show season on the 21st of June. Yeah, and that's a month away. Ha! Thank you, life. Oh my goodness. Okay, so when doing an increase, you put 2 stitches into one to make it start getting bigger slowly. When you're doing a decrease, you're trying to take 2 stitches and turn them into one. So instead of completing that double crochet, I only do half of that double crochet. And now I have 3 on my hook. So now 2 stitches have turned into one. So this will make that leaf start turning in. Now I get to count to 11 again. You think I can do it twice in a row? You know what's really cool? It, Disneyland and Universal Studios. Oh my God. Are you flying, Deadpool? And then what I was going to say was I'm really glad that none of you can actually make noise because I know some of you smartasses are out there going 10, 7, 3. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Whoop, whoop. Twice in a row. Amazing. Ah, yeah, TTS would definitely mess you up, wouldn't it? It's like going over into Infinite Gamer, Kate Crochet's husband. He has TTS, and when you give him a cheer, and if you do just one cheer, it goes one, 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 one. So we we go in and we harass him. Oh, we're gonna do a group drop. It's really hard to say that, you know. Say group drop a bunch of times. Let's pick the right emote. Let's go with the singing yip. In your teaching days, you used to stand next to students while they work there. Oh my God, that's so funny. Before homeroom, I looked a couple times. It's very annoying. Oh man, that's great. I love that. Okay, decrease. Okay, I'm gonna count. Let's do it. One. Oh, this one's easy because I know to stop when I get to the center. But I'm gonna count anyways. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, I'm glad I counted because I forgot when we're doing the decrease rows in this pattern, we're doing the decreases at the end. So I would have been like, oh, wait a minute. So there's our decrease stitch at the end, and then back post to create the vein of the leaf, and then we start with a decrease on the other side. So it takes a minute to wrap your brain around it because it's the opposite of when you're increasing. Come on, go through. Thank you. All right. Did we drop? Did I miss it? Wait, I'm a dork. The start drop was after you you queued it the last time. Reset drop. Okay. You know, sometimes there's a brain in here and sometimes there's not a brain in here. There we go. Okay. Everyone get your drops in. We'll do another group drop since I didn't have a functioning brain. Now I remember all of the steps. Okay. Now my brain is fully functional. Okay. Now put your drops in. Good grief. I'm so glad you guys are so patient with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is unbelievable that I have not had to go back and count. Usually I'm having to go back and count constantly. So this is good. Y'all are helping me focus. Okay. A few more seconds. Get your drops in. Don't forget, if you get a 99% or up, you get a free Yip Yip put in the mail. We want Fex to win, though. I don't know if Fex is still here, but wait a minute. There's something wrong with Fex's name. There, that's fixed. And that one's fixed. All right. Okay. What do you think, Deadpool? Another 10 seconds? Fex is lurking. If Fex can hear me, Fex needs to go join in the drop so you can win a Yip Yip. We torture poor Fex with the Yip Yips. Ten. Oh, just type in. Hold on, Deadpool. Don't do it yet. So Tosh, do exclamation drop, and then you don't have to say anything, or you can do a space and then your favorite emote, and then we're all gonna drop. And if you land on a little pile of grass with, I'm assuming, our Easter eggs, that was their spring one. 99% landing, which would be like right in the middle, you get a free Yip Yip in the mail. Just a little one. About this size. I have him hanging. So, little chapstick sized one. There you go. All right, Deadpool. Kick it into gear. 7, 6. All right. Oh, did Bunny get it in time? I think she did. Start drop. All right. Come on, come on, come on. Somebody's got to land. It's looking promising. Yep, I love Fex. Oh, Bunny got a 13. Not too bad. Not too bad. And then I think it's set to restart like every 60 seconds. So even when we're not doing a group drop, you can just play at will. And if you get a 99% and above, you will get a Yip Yip. And we have given out 2 so far since we started playing that. And it was Sir Johann Bladelord, who has also not streamed in about 3 weeks. Who came up with uh-oh. I almost made it across the whole row. Okay, that was the decrease. That was the first one. Okay, that's not too bad. I don't even know if that counts. Anyways, he does a similar thing on his stream, and he was the one that told me what he does on his stream. He's like, you should do it too. And I'm like, it really is kind of a good, fun idea. And I've had one free giveaway Yip Yip go to Washington. Of course, Miss Cubis TV was the first one to win. And then Zenzi was our second winner, and so he's all the way up in Alaska. So I had one go up into Alaska too. So that's kind of cool. And on my merchandise slideshow up there, I think I have a picture. I think I actually just saw it. I have that really big Yip Yip that holds grocery bags in the kitchen, and then one in our trailer. And he's huge. He's basically the size of my upper torso. And he's cute, and he's got really big eyes. Fex needs some spanking. Yep. Oh, and I stopped. Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Focus. There's my decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. All right, we almost made it all the way across. Almost. Let's do our decrease. And then I'm wondering, that looks, the camera, this camera, it looks pretty blown out, doesn't it? And I'm betting that I could get that to chill out on my own. At least by, at least by dinner first. Turn that down just a touch and see. Oh, we got a sub. Squishmallow Dragon, thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. 3 months at tier 1. Awesome sauce. Oh, I see that we got a new follow 4 hours ago too. That's awesome. I don't know if any of you have met Neat Mrs. Yeet, but I met them on Cover Time Pete's dancing stream this morning. How are you doing, Squishmallow? Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to do a decrease, wasn't I? Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now the decrease. Oh my goodness sakes alive. We haven't even made it through 2 rows and it's been an hour. All in all, though, I think this has been a pretty good stream for having been gone for, well, 3 weeks since I streamed kayaking, and then, and it's been even longer since I've done, yeah, very distracted. See, and I need to fix those commands. But we're going to see if we can get this ball rolling again and get streaming more often, because I have some goals that I want to reach within the next year. And now that the puppy's doing much better and the training's working well, I can see the end at the light of that tunnel. And coming up in 4 weeks, there's going to be there will be streaming during our vacation, because we do a lot of crochet during our vacation. We're camping, but us girls are making stuff. It's so much fun. And so this year, since I have a better grasp on how to do that kind of streaming from just the phone, we'll give it a go. I might even see if my laptop was taking a digger on us, which is why we ended up upgrading to an actual computer because my laptop is old. But it if I just put a simple OBS layout on it, I could probably stream from it on vacation. Yeah, it is. And even before the long break, I was really only streaming once a week, and so I really want to change that. And so I'm hoping to at least get some morning streams in because that's when I have a little bit more brain space for doing it. So I think this will kind of be around a regularish time. Things just get busy in the rest of the day, and then the day gets away from you. Um, I did actually get to play some rounds of Destiny 2 last night, so that was good. Oh, thank you, Giggy Jack, for your check-in and your lurk. He is a fellow Crafty Collective member, and do give him a follow. He's a good streamer, and he is a very supportive part of our Crafty Collective community. Annie, thank you for the follow. We've got this really cool little group of folks that we do a bunch of Discord calls and we do a lot of crafting together. Um, so do keep an eye on the Discord. Sometimes we're in mine. Most of the time we are at the Red Yarn District. We have a standing date on Fridays U.S. time, Saturdays for Kate's, and in Miss Honey Bunnies. We are over there a lot. So if you need someone to, oh, I see Blue Seals is here too. Not to call you out because I see you're lurking, but we have a great group of people and we craft together. So if you're ever looking for somebody to hang out with and to craft with, hit me up. Yes, Fex. Even though you tease me about the yip yips, you have a diamond. And I was telling everyone earlier, my diamonds are for people that when I see them, I'm just like, yay. Even if they pick on my yip yips. I'm keeping you. I'm keeping you, man. But we have a great supportive community. So, if you're wanting in on any of that action and you like to craft with folks or just hang out, let us know. Just let us know. Okay, so then now we back loop only all the way across. And then after this, we're going to have, let's see, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 15 more rows. And this leaf will be done. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So about this much more. I shouldn't have done that. That looks like a lot. We're not going to do that this stream, though. I do have some appointments. We do have quite a few pets, and so today we've got shots for the cats. Of course, with the puppy, we're up there every 3 weeks. And because you're a sexy Viking. Yeah. And so I might actually, how long have we been at it? We've been at it for an hour. I think that's a pretty good time to not push the envelope too far and give you guys a chance to go visit some other streamers. So I think that was pretty successful, and I feel good. I got several rows done. Actually, we'll do this completed row across since I don't have to count or anything, and I can visit. And we have an ad break starting in 57 seconds. We can snooze that because it's unnecessary. And let me go. I have Fire Panel, and I'm going to click that on and see who's online. And I'm going to kind of pick through here, and I'm going to pick a couple of raid targets. Who is on? Oh, she's on. Oh, that's cool. It tells me how long they've been on streaming as well. Oh, I like that. So the Red Labs that is in charge of our Ready bot that we used for the raid train. Well, it's also a bot that you can use. And they make a fire panel that has a raid tool in it. And it's amazing because I can go in here right now and I'm looking through and I'm clicking on several people that I wouldn't mind raiding into. And I usually try to get 3. And what happens is when it's time to go raid, all I have to do is click the first one and it does all the work for me. If that person has their raids turned off, it will then go to that second choice that I had. Oh, I see someone I want to raid. Oh, oh, oh. Man, there are a lot of good people on right now. All right, so I got my choices picked out. And I think I know who my first choice is going to be. So we're going to do our back loop onlys and go straight across, and then we'll be done. And Deadpool, let's do another group drop, please. Tomorrow I am probably going to co-stream for Mario Kart. So on my channel page, you can see in the schedule in your time zone what time that would be for you. And I'd love to have you come join us for some fun. If you also play Mario Kart online, you can ask for our friend codes and you can join in on the fun if you would like to. We can have up to 12 people. So I think we've had like 8 or 9 play at a time before, which is super cool. All right. You got the queue drop up. Thank you, Deadpool. You're so awesome. It's so cool to see all of you guys today. That's my favorite yip. I like that one too, Squishmallow. That's a favorite as well. Whose is that? That's I recognize that one. Oh, but on here I can't click it because it just wants to pin the message. Silly thing. Thanks, Deadpool. I may stream in the morning tomorrow as well. We will see. I don't think I have anything going on. Because it would be good to commit to working on this online because then I'll probably get it. Emmy, okay. I don't think I know them. Are they a music streamer? Because I think I've seen that emote before, but I think that's one of those that anybody can probably get their hands on because I've seen it in another stream. Oh, the Mocos are the Mocos are playing a game. I was gonna take us there, but I'm gonna snooze the ad again. I was gonna take us to Moco, but I think I'm gonna take us somewhere else. And if you haven't met this person, I think you will have a very good time over there. 15 seconds to drop. Oh, really? Okay. I am going to copy that name and I'm going to pause and I'm going to search and then I am going to follow them. Yep. All right. Followed. All right. You did. It popped right up. So thank you so much for that. And it's going to take me longer than I thought it was going to take me to do a row. So we're going to set this aside, and then after we do this group drop, I think we'll go ahead and yep, and we'll raid out. All right, come on, somebody land. Oh, you're pushing me around, bro. Oh, almost. You came kind of close. So, look at this. I'm even remembering. We've got that one, and we've got that one, and Stream Elements does not need it does not need a sub, because if you are subbed and you paste it, it will come up with the emotes that you need. You're calling your lawyer. uh, so, do we remember Frosty raid? And then we just have to put the person's name in, right? Because I know that she does not have her raids. I know she doesn't have her raids turned off. And that's where we're going to go. We're going to go have some fun. We're going to go see Beely. She is probably, oh, I didn't look to see what she was doing. She's probably playing her ukulele. So this is our other raid call that we can use. And it does have some sub things in there. So to use that one, you do need to have a sub. Oh, wait, it also made one that's for people that are following. Okay. You guys are well versed. She is the mouthpiece queen. She, I don't know if it was her first one, but she, for subs, she does have a watch channel in her Discord, and they watched Moana 2 and a couple of other things. So I'm going to go ahead and click raid now. And let's see if it worked or not. Oh, there it is. I wasn't quite on the thing. So let's see. It should post a link to where we're going, because I really like to do that, because I always get left behind. And so I like to make sure that people don't get left behind. So just in case it does not, I am going to copy that link, and I am going to also add it, because I'm not seeing that it's been added yet. It's possible that the raid tool puts it in right as we leave, maybe, but I'm not sure. And because I'm like a baby streamer again, yeah, I always get left behind. It's so the raid panel through ReadyBot on Red Labs website. If you're interested in it, just message me and I can help you out. Cool. It's an awesome tool, and that's just my bot doing stuffs. All right, so are you guys ready? Let's go ahead and cruise on over there. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for the resubs and the follows and hanging out and playing the drop game and being with me on my first time back in a long time. And 2, 1, let's go.